Hello everyone, my name is Loss and welcome to the only series on my channel, the Reddit series, because I'm a Reddit YouTuber. To continue the trend of trying out new subreddits, today we're going to be looking at r/HumansBeingBros. This was actually suggested by Zemore42, some pronunciation, sorry if I'm butchering that, and Ella Vesper. So thank you guys for suggesting this, and if you want to suggest something for the next video or a future episode, make sure to leave it down in the comments below and I'll be taking a look at those. Anyways, enjoy the episode of some actual wholesome stuff, which I think is a nice departure from my usual negative content, so hopefully this brightens up your day a little bit. Congratulations! To mark the beginning of your child's new life, the Welsh government is delighted to plant 2 trees as a part of the plant program. Trees are critical to the environment both locally and globally. The trees planted in Wales and Uganda will be vital in helping to tackle climate change while also improving our environment. With these trees, we hope your child will feel a personal connection with their natural environment. A native Welsh tree will be planted by the Natural Resources Wales in the newly created woodland within Wales, and we are delighted to inform you that your tree has been planted at the Glan Morfa, Denbighshire. The second tree, a fruit tree, will be planted in Uganda in partnership with the environmental charity Size of Wales and will be located in the garden of a family house in the Mbale region. This tree will help protect local communities from the effect of soil erosion while also providing them with food, shelter, and a source of income. This kind of organization is exactly what we need, ones that strive to help without the importance of profit in mind, such as, convincing younger children to be more aware of the environment and protecting things for the future generations. So, this is a really great start to the video. I really like this because it just holds so much of the meaning of being a human that cares for others. So, thanks to OP for posting this. Brian, a retired man from Dublin, spends his evening making 50 curry meals for the homeless each night, funding the entire operation through his pension, which he too needs to live off of. Ah man, I'm not used to all this wholesome stuff on Reddit. It's just, it's so nice though. Alright, what do we have here? So we have I'm looking at the title here. It's a New York City taxi driver that's giving up his AC to keep the customers cool in the heat. And wow, this is dedication right there, attaching a freaking tube to your AC so you're no longer getting it, but it's all wow, man. And I'm sure this guy isn't getting paid the most either. It's just these people who know how their job should be done and regardless of pay do the best they can, and that's what's keeping this world turning. That's just what this is. We got one from Bill Gates here. My dad and I share the same name. After starting Microsoft, people used to ask him if he was the real Bill Gates. I always hope he says yes. I hope he tells them that he's all the things the other one aspires to be. Happy Father's Day to the real Bill Gates. Aw. I have to mention this though. Look how tall Bill Gates' father is, man. Just, wow. I ride my bike to and from work, 50 plus miles a week. I don't enjoy it, but it is a necessary part of my life. I almost got hit yesterday, took a digger and the bike was wrecked. I was in a mood. I stopped at a cafe as I was walking my bike 5 miles from home. I mentioned at the counter what I was doing. As I ate, 2 female waitresses and their son sat outside next to my chained up broken down bicycle, and they put enough love and duct tape into it that I was able to at least ride it home, albeit carefully, to my dog. A simple, beautiful gesture by a total stranger, and it was waitresses too. They're just let me just call up my sons and they're gonna fix this dude's bike so we can at least get home today. It wasn't just some off-duty mechanic or something. It was just 2 people that were completely unrelated to the field saying, hey, let's just make this guy's life better. News release from the Guelph Police Service, which I believe is in Ontario, Canada. On Thursday, June 6, 2019, 3 male youths were riding their bicycles in the area of Silver Creek Parkway South and Eden Street when they came across an unconscious 41-year-old Guelph male laying across the train tracks. The boys immediately sought help at a nearby construction site and waited for emergency services to arrive. They then directed the paramedics to the unconscious party, who was successfully resuscitated. A train was scheduled to pass through this area approximately 30 minutes later and may have resulted in the male losing his life. The Guelph Police Service would like to recognize the 3 boys aged 11, 12, and 12 for the heroic act. It should be also noted that all 3 were wearing their bike helmets and were rewarded the Dairy Queen ticket for safe biking. And I sure hope they were also rewarded for their act, for saving a guy's life as well. I don't know why that's not mentioned here, but the act itself is still amazing, especially from like younger kids who immediately like didn't panic or anything, just directly went to the nearest place where they could get help and got it as quickly as possible, narrowly avoiding this man losing his own life. And just thinking about the fact that in 30 minutes you would have lost your life simply because you couldn't move or anything, you were unconscious, and your life depended on these 3 boys, just like, whoa. I'm so glad that they had the sense to just immediately go seek help, so I wish the best for all of them. In 2005, OP's mom had breast cancer for the 2nd time and chose to discontinue the chemo. She did do radiation to keep the pain down and slow the tumor metastasis in her brain. And now onto OP's account of events for this story. I live about an 18-hour drive away. One evening when I got home from work, my sister called. Mom had a stroke. Not good. Better come home. My wife said she would check the airline tickets. Screw it, let's just pack the car and get going, I said. So we drove for a few hours. About the time we reached Albany, Georgia, I realized I was cooked. There's no way either of us could drive all night. We needed a plan B. So while I gassed up the car, my wife called the airline to check flights. This was before the days of smartphones and she only had a little flip phone, but we were in luck. American Airlines had a flight in the morning. We got 2 seats. Not cheap, but at this point we had to deal with it. We got a hotel room and tried to sleep. Next morning, we got to the airport and couldn't find the American Airlines counter. I asked Delta. American Airlines doesn't serve this airport, only Delta. Wait, what? So I got American on the phone, explained that mom had a stroke and we drove part way, made reservations, and now what the heck? I'm sure you could hear the stress in my voice as I explained to the lady. She confirmed that we had 2 seats on the 8 a.m. flight out of Albany, New York. New York? I'm in Albany, Georgia. The lady on the phone was silent for a minute. Then she repeated me the situation, making sure that she understood. Yes, I said, I'm stuck in Albany, Georgia and paid a lot for tickets. She asked me to hold for just a minute while she checked something. She came on the line a couple of times to say, please stay with me, I'll be right back. About 10 minutes later, she came on the line. Sir, are you still there? Yes, I'm here. Okay, sir, I checked on this for you. You did purchase non-refundable tickets for the flight from Albany, New York for this morning. Our airline does not fly from Albany, Georgia. Right, we screwed up. Thank you. Hold on please, sir. Don't hang up. What is it? I spoke with my supervisor. I've canceled your tickets out of Albany, New York for this morning. I've been able to override the non-refundable feature and credited your credit card. Oh wow, thank you. That's great. Hold on, sir. Don't hang up. I've spoken to Delta's customer service for you. I reserved 2 seats for you on the 8:15 flight out of Albany, Georgia. They were sold out of coach, but I got you first class tickets for the coach rate. I explained that this was a verified crisis and they had come through for us. You just need to go to the ticket counter and give them your credit card and you're ready to go. I wish you and your mother all the best. Are you kidding me? You talked to Delta. Yes, sir. You're all set, but you better go. They'll be boarding shortly. Are you kidding me? No, sir. All the best to you. Have a good flight. Oh man, this is like dedication to another level to have staff from one company just come through for a crisis. Like, I'm sure all companies are competitive, but they know when to, put that down and say, hey, we got to come through for this guy. This is a completely independent situation of whether or not we are competitors. We just need to help this guy through. And amazingly, both of them did it. So, airlines aren't actually that bad. A lot of them you hear bad things about in the news, but there are so many good things that happen that just don't get on headlines. So I'm glad that there are stories like this being shared around and bringing more light to the actual situation. So thanks to OP for posting this. Hey, I know this might sound super weird, but I want you to have these tennis balls. I lost my first dog a couple years ago and on his anniversary. I cheer myself up by spreading the joy with his favorite toy. So, happy Calvin Day, and I hope your dog has fun with these. Your upstairs neighbor, Kelly. These people, the ones that are able to move on from loss and just help other people, whether it's through creating an organization, doing fundraisers, or just being like this person, giving a gift to someone else saying, hey, you guys have some fun, alright? Those people are the ones that I'm just the most amazed with. They always have some way to help others through their own loss, bringing benefit to having a loss and saying, hey, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make sure someone else can be happy about it and in turn also cheer myself up. So those are the people that really help brighten up this world. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you liked the, wholesome change in content, and if you do, feel free to suggest another subreddit down below, and I might take a look at it. This can be anything from if you want another Entitled Parents episode, another Humans Being Bros episode, or something completely new. I'll be working on an r/whoosh episode for my next video, so look out for that. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, and it might be a collab, I'm not sure yet. I want to get some friends on to help me read it, because I think it's a lot better when you have multiple different voices from multiple different characters, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.